Hello everyone, Zellerant here, and for today's video on the mobile revenue data, we're going to be taking a look at the numbers for July. We'll kind of see what we have here. Bunch of new games came out. The biggest things I want to see is Umamusume. We have Lost Sword, as well as a lot of the other games I play or have played in the past just to see how they're doing. And so we'll just kind of go ahead and get into it here. Right at the tip top, Honkai Star Rail going from 19 million to 91. Now, I quit Honkai Star Rail a few months ago. And then I know a lot of people apparently were supposedly quitting over the global buffs. But it doesn't look like that's made a dent in it. I don't currently know who the current character or anything. I've kind of just completely fallen out. I think it's the Fate. Oh, I think it is the Fate collab. That's what it is. The Fate collab came out in July. That's kind of what blown up their numbers. So I heard a lot of negativity on the Fate collab, but just because I heard a lot of negativity, it doesn't mean they ain't making their money. If you want them to change the way they're doing business, you can't be spending money. But still, Honkai Star Rail, the tippity top again. Love and Deep Space. I have no idea on this game, but I'm pretty sure this one's more targeted towards women. Doing really well. Genshin Impact. Never really played it, so it's always up there though. Fan favorite. But then again, the number 4 here, the big winner, Umamusume, went up from 12.4 million all the way up to 33 here. And let's look at the actual breakdown. And so they have so many different variations of it. So is this, yeah, okay, so these are ours, the global ones right here. So 21 million, massive increase, massive amount of downloads. And so this is mobile. This is not including PC, which when I look at my spending in the game, because I've spent money in the game as well. When you buy the premium currency on Steam, you don't see it on mobile, and when you buy it on mobile, you don't see it in Steam. It's tied to whichever device you're on, even if it's the same account. I buy everything on Steam. My numbers are not tracked here. I know a lot of other people who play it through Steam or PC. Their numbers are not tracked here. So these are very, very good numbers. Now, this is a very mobile-friendly game. I play this on mobile all the time when I don't have it available. So I can definitely see a bulk of the money being on mobile. But there is some that's coming through Steam as well. So that's a really good start for that. And definitely my current favorite gacha game I'm currently playing now. It has surpassed Girls Frontline 2, Nikkeay, and all them for me at this point. Been putting a lot of time into it. While it takes a lot of time with the dailies, I think the dailies are just outright fun, and the RNG of doing the inheritance to try and get the better Umas is kind of the funnest when you kind of think of like other gachas, artifacts, relics, attachments, whatever you want to call it, the gear and getting the best stuffs on it, like crit damage, crit rate, and all that. I think Umamusume's RNG farming, effectively, is one of the best in the gacha space. And maybe it's just because I like the whole inheritance things. I've played other non-gacha games that do that kind of stuff. And so overall, really good game. Really glad to see how well they're doing with it, spiking in popularity. Got Nikkeay here. Nikkeay going up here. We had the Nier event rerun come out. Summer event started. So, I mean, they had, the Rappy Red Hood skin. I think they reran the Nier skins. They had really nice skins on the Battle Pass, if I'm not mistaken. One of the new Nier skins was on the Battle Pass. So, I expected it to go up, so pretty good. And the previous month was also a good month, I believe, as well. It had what was the other event? Man, there's been a ton of really good events that came out, so it's nice to see that it's doing well. Really like Nikkeay. I don't really cover it much, because I kind of started it really late. I didn't start covering it when it came out because I wasn't even doing content creation back then. But definitely a really good game to me. I'm playing it more on a casual pace. I don't care about like solo raid or that anything. More just for the story and playing the characters and that. I just do my dailies and that's about it. Let's see. Zenless Zone Zero. I mean, I don't really know what's going on with this game at all in terms of what's coming out and all that. I think the big characters that a lot of people are waiting on or were waiting on before I quit, which are not out yet, but are probably coming here soon, are going to be the idols. And so that might be just why it's down. It's just kind of probably a slow month. I haven't kept track of it at all, though. Still good numbers, 21 million. I mean, it's the weakest of the Hoyoverse games currently, though. And I mean, Honkai Star Rail is basically their #1 now. I think it's like officially, in my opinion, probably surpassed Genshin Impact in terms of how many months they do well on. Wuthering Waves going down. I think this is just a slow month for them. I think it'll pick up on the next one from what I can tell. So I think this was whatever the one chick, the Zelda looking girl banner was probably in this one. So nothing too bad there. Wuthering Waves still doing well. Arc Knights never really played the first one. Can't wait for Enfield to come out though. And I know Enfield's gonna blow up when it comes out. I did the beta back in January. Really good game. Kind of waiting for that to actually get announced of when it's really coming out for release. Persona 5. I played it for a couple days, although I quit. I mean, and it wasn't necessarily because it was bad. It's just I didn't have time for it. It felt like a game that it needed a lot of time. One, to go through the story, because it's very story focused. And I just couldn't, I didn't have the time to wrap my head around the mechanics and all that. I've never played a Persona game before. And so I just kind of quit. Umamusume came out at the same time. And all my attention went to Umamusume. I kind of got addicted to it. Yeah, that one kind of fell off for me, but it's doing well. Although I've heard a lot of negativity on Persona, thanks to, apparently, Global's getting screwed compared to Japan, but I haven't paid enough attention to really know what's going on too much there. Girls Frontline 2. Getting a nice spike from the Springfield banner. Let's see, how is Global in comparison? Global is, Global's 800,000, 2 million, 1 million. Yeah, like all the money's on the Global side. The Chinese side, just over 1 million here. So, doing well. Definitely love the game, although the latest announcements with the skins is definitely putting, I think, a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. But definitely a mainstay game for me, at least for now. I like the entire lore and the environment and the characters. I like buying their figures and stuff. So even if I have to quit it in the future at some point, I'm definitely want to keep up with the lore and all that kind of stuff for hopefully if they ever come out with like an open world gotcha shooter type game. But who knows what'll ever happen. But definitely love the game. It's good to see because this is still in the doing well enough that they're not going to end a service anytime soon. So, which is good. I really like my games to not be down in the dumps where you're afraid of end of service anytime soon. So, let's see. Is there anyone else here? Yeah, I need to see. Where's Lost Sword on here? Ethereal Restart. Oh yeah, Ethereal Restart. I'm still technically in the creators program from it, but I've quit the game at this point. Haven't really made any videos on it. Really liked the game. It's just one negative thing for me. This isn't really a negative on the game. It's a negative for me since I play so many gachas. It's definitely a main gacha. This is your gacha. You play it and you want to play it a lot. Kind of like how I'm doing with Umamusume. I'm playing Umamusume a lot. You need to do that with Ethereal Restart. Just a lot of content and a lot of keeping up with it. Overall, really good game, but doesn't look like much spending's happening. I don't know which characters have come out recently, though. I think they are coming out, from what I heard, a selector banner where you can select the unit to pull for. Everybody who does not have Lily in this game, if they are having a selector banner to pick a unit you want to target, get Lily. That's all I'll say there. But it looks like they're off the honeymoon phase, so they're probably going to level out now at their normal. There we go. There's Lost Sword Global. So it was 350 on the Korean, and with Global into the first launch, and they launched, what was it, July 10th? It was like early July, but not at the very beginning of July, so it didn't get a full month's worth. But yeah, Global going up to 1 million with Korean at 400,000. So we'll have to see if they can keep this up. This is the hype period, and I'd have to see what Koreans did, but hopefully we don't see too big of dips. Because this is a nice chunk of change for an idle game, I think. Idle games tend to not do the most. You have like AFK Arena, which is up here, and AFK Arena has been out forever, if I'm not mistaken. It's the first one. This is the first AFK Arena. And so I think AFK Journey is the second one. So idols tend to be on the lower end of income, but they are generally lower maintenance cost, I believe, on development. So they don't need to be as profitable to kind of be worth the time commitment. So as long as it can kind of stay in that million range, hopefully, it's definitely not going to be at risk. I think even if it gets a little bit lower than that, it wouldn't be at risk at all. So really loving the game. I mean, I love idle games. Definitely my favorite I've played in a while. They give out tons of pulls. If you have not tried it, definitely try it. You can play this game. It's free to play very easily. And they have the Tiamat banner coming up here soon. So best DPS is coming out if you want to try it now. Oh, Sword of Convalire, my very first game that I started content creation on. I have not kept up with it at all since I quit like 5 months ago, but definitely love the game, just didn't have the time for it. But yeah, it's kind of dipping down in those levels here. No big generators on the income there. It's kind of spread out amongst the multiple areas that are covering it. But yeah, I haven't caught up at all with it. I mean, it's kind of been up and down depending on the units. I think SP and Nana is coming out, it's the next big power creep in the game. So we'll have to see in August. Maybe they'll get a little spike in income from her when she comes out. I think that's pretty much everything. I don't think there's any other games that I'm really familiar with enough to talk about on here. I mean, you got Girls Frontline still out here making 107,000. This is why I don't think we have as much worry with Girls Frontline 2. I mean, this one's definitely not profitable. Yet. This is probably like one person right here. On the Korean version, it's probably one person dumped $1,000 because it's their favorite game. Yeah. They're willing to keep their games alive. I will say that, which is good because I've been kind of reading through the story of the original Girls Frontline 1 to kind of give me some understanding for Girls Frontline 2. But yeah, that pretty much covers everything. Ooh, here's Tribe 9 making no money. I mean, they're not technically into service yet, but they're about to be. So yeah, and that's pretty much everything. Haze Reverb, I never covered it. It was going to be like my first dipping into a waifu, not as safe for work type game, and I decided against it. Yeah, it kind of looks like if the gameplay is not good, it doesn't matter how revealing the characters are or good they look. The gameplay still got to be good for the game to do well. So, kind of going down there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. That's everything. Everything looking great. I am loving where Umamusume is. And, I mean, we have the first Champions meeting coming up. And then the next big banner after Kita-san Black. Because a lot of this is definitely probably the Kita-san Black banner. People spending to MLB that card. The Super Creek banner is coming out in August. So I'm wondering, I definitely know I'll be topping up to get the Super Creek MLB here. But I got super lucky on Kita-san Black, so I didn't spend like anything for that one, which is why I'm able to spend. I don't know how many other spenders are going to be willing to top up to MLB Super Creek after MLB and Kita-san Black, because Super Creek's definitely not as important. But we'll see what happens this month on the spending there. But that'll be it for now. If you like my content, if you could like, comment, subscribe, it really helps. And thanks for watching.